Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day. This morning's podcast is a bit briefer than most days, but I want to keep this concept simple. It goes to the heart of making good decisions based on accurate information, while at the same time making sure that we truly hear the people who are bringing that information to us. People in decision-making roles can make uninformed decisions, thinking they have fully researched the issue, but, well, have we really? For example, we've heard the old adage about the tip of the iceberg, but what about the tip of the hot pepper? I bought some vegetables once from an Amish farmer, including a peck of hot peppers. I asked the man how hot they might be, and he raised his eyebrows and simply said, "Oh, they're pretty hot." That night, I decided to have a salad and try out one of these peppers. I bit a tiny piece off the tip of one, and it was sweet, juicy, and definitely not hot. I sampled a second pepper the same way, and it also wasn't hot. So I tossed both into my salad bowl and sat down to eat. Before eating anything else, I bit about an inch off one of these little bad boys and spent the rest of my meal quenching the fire without having any more bites of peppers. They were beyond pretty hot. For decades, a Chicago radio journalist named Paul Harvey was renowned for his daily segment titled "The Rest of the Story." He told story after story about the people and events that most of us only knew in part. If I had only taken that little sample nibble of those peppers and nothing else, I would never have learned the rest of the story. This is an important reminder that quite often we get a little sample of something and base big decisions or instructions on that sample without knowing the rest of the story. We do little to actually resolve issues and move forward if we only take the time to sample the tip of the pepper. There might be a huge piece of the story that we miss if we don't take a bigger bite of comprehension. When people bring things to our attention, we owe it to them and ourselves to take a bigger bite of comprehension. When we become aware of an issue, we need to investigate far enough into it that we take a big bite of comprehension. When it comes to people, I always wait to form opinions about others beyond first impressions so that I can take a bigger bite of comprehension and not make rash judgments. I have discovered that there is much more to the spice of life by going beyond that little tip of the pepper, and that further, more in-depth discovery is where we find that all of creation is conspiring in our favor. Trust that the universe always has your back, and the rest of the story will validate that trust. Stephen Covey once said, "When you really listen to another person from their point of view and reflect back to them that understanding, it's like giving them emotional oxygen." Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow. Motivational Devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.